All right, let's take a look at the tail of the tape. Here, Varesy, 19 years of age, both young fighters. The official weight, 125.1 for Varesy, 125 even for Gaibor. The official height, waiting on to the, there we go, 5'7". So there's going to be a, for Varesy, 5'6" for Gaibor. The official reach advantage there is going to go to Varesy, 6-foot-inch reach advantage there. Also record 1-0, both fighters undefeated. Varesy from Monterrey, of course, Ecuador from Gaibor.
All right, let's go up inside the cage with our voice, Felipe de Maria.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from Show Center Complex in Monterrey, Mexico. This is the most exclusive MMA league in Latin America, Lux Fight League, presenting tonight Lux Challenge 050. Señoras y señores, estamos en vivo desde Show Center Complex en la ciudad de Monterrey, México. Esta es la liga más exclusiva de artes marciales mixtas en Latinoamérica, Lux Fight League, presentando esta noche Lux Challenge 050. And now, the first fight of the night, it's 3 rounds in the flyweight division. El primer combate de la noche es a 3 asaltos de 5 minutos en la categoría de peso mosca de Lux Fight League. Presentando primero, en la esquina blanca, un peleador de estilo libre, marca profesional, una ganada, 0 perdidas, una altura de 1,73 m, peso oficial 125 libras. Presenting now, out of the white corner, is a freestyle fighter, per record of 1 win, no losses. His stance, 5 feet 6 inches tall, official weight 125 pounds. From Guayaquil, Ecuador, and fighting straight out of Tijuana, Mexico, he is Sebastián Gaibor. Su oponente, al otro lado de la jaula, en la esquina negra, un especialista en artes marciales mixtas, récord profesional, una ganada, 0 perdidas, una altura de 1,74 m, peso oficial 125.1 libras. Presenting now, out of the black corner, is an MMA fighter, per record of 1 win, no losses. His stance, 5 feet 7 inches tall, official weight 125.1 pounds. Fighting straight out of Apodaca, Nuevo León, México, he es Franco Varesy. The third inside the cage, la tercera sobre la jaula, Daniela Modad.
Daniela Modad with plenty of experience as a fighter, as a coach, and obviously as a referee, ready to handle things here as we get started. Thank you so much to everyone watching. This is a very special event, obviously our 50th. We're at half a century, obviously, with Lux Fight League. Refs ready, fighters are ready, and here we go. Welcome once again to Monterrey, Mexico. This is Lux Challenge 50 alongside UFC veteran Alex Soto. I am Francisco X Rivera. So glad that you can join us. Alvarado in the black trunks, Gaibor in the white trunks, the Ecuadorian now training in Tijuana, as Alvarado is the first one that starts with a kick. Alvarado Varesy.
Gaibor standing in the southpaw stance. Keeping that jab. Now watch for that footwork. You want to stay on the outside. What I mean by that is that lead leg. Gaibor used to step on the outside. Both times now that those exchanges, his legs has been in between the legs of Alvarado. Very dangerous.
Wow. Look at Alvarado going straight for the kick. Franco Varesy Alvarado. The kid coming from Monterrey, from Apodaca, a nearby community here in Monterrey. As there's Gaibor trying to go to the inside leg. Good answer right there from Franco Varesy Alvarado.
Now, if you look at Alvarado, he's doing a good job with, parrying that jab, that lead jab from Gaibor. Staying on the outside, too. Ooh,
wow.
Side click there.
Look at that spinning back fist there by Franco Varesy. We appreciate everyone tuning in across the world. We especially want to thank our folks in North America watching us through Bean Sports and Bean Sports Extra. And they're getting to enjoy this great wrestling and grappling. Good opportunity here for Franco Varesy Alvarado to move into half guard.
And we saw some of the highlights here. Alvarado's very explosive on the top, dropping some big elbows in his last fight. You can see right now that Gaibor here has got the butterfly guard. Still trying to get up here.
Wow, he was trying to get the neck. He couldn't. But as his opponent went up, he threw a dangerous knee right there, straight to the head. 2 minutes have gone by here in round number 1. Once again, a good combo from Alvarado in the center of the octagon.
And it was really well placed, too. It was a counter to that leg kick. Oh, nice. Spinning back kick.
The trip, and there you go. Another big one for Franco Varesy Alvarado. Gaibor is in trouble. Once again, working with an open guard. This time, it's a half one, as Alvarado might look to get into side control here.
He's going in for that deep half now. Trying to get that arm in there. Got to be very, very careful, though. It's one of those explosive now. You can see Gaibor now locking in that lockdown, securing the base of the left leg of Alvarado. Now he's going to use that to get that sweep. See how he's got that arm up, pointing to the sky. Let's see if he's able to go. And
wow.
Still missing it. Alvarado doing a really good job.
That elbow going to the side of the head. Look at that, trying to apply a crucifix here.
Elbows.
Oh, wow, those elbows are just vicious. And they rock Gaibor. He's in trouble. He's done. Oh, no, he's not.
No,
I thought he was knocked out.
Yeah, it did definitely stun him.
Wow.
But this is really bad spot here.
He
nice,
was able to get out, but what will he be able to do? And that was my answer. Unbelievable turnaround of events. I thought he was gone for a moment there.
It definitely did look like that, but Gaibor was able to really turn and really beautifully slip and get that turn and be on top.
Wow,
that's exactly what he needed to do, man. There was nothing else he could have done at that point.
Are you serious? This is the beauty of MMA here. You don't go by goals or runs or points or whatever. I mean, you could be dominating the fight, and all of a sudden, one punch, one hit, that's it. And this is why Gaibor showed us here, unexpectedly in a good position here. Try to rest a little bit too. He went through a lot in the last few moments.
Absolutely. And Gaibor, let's see what he has here now in the top position. See if he's able to do some ground and pound here, being able to do some damage here. Now that he's on top, this is opportunity for him. Less than a minute left on the round. Let's get some damage done.
We saw some interesting moves from Alvarado when he was in the top position, obviously, which is, I'm not going to say much easier, but more accessible, if you will, to work around things. But now it doesn't seem that he's very concerned about a submission or anything like that, probably just waiting for Daniel Amodar to get them up.
Yeah, absolutely here. Just trying to secure right now. Maybe he's catching his wits, especially after getting, that elbow right to the temple. I mean, you don't have to do very much with your elbow when you're creating an impact. I mean, the bone just does everything for you. It's a mass moving right to your temple.
How can Gaibor not be bleeding? I mean, then again, he looks stunned, rocked. He's not bleeding at all. And look at the way he's throwing those hammer fists. What a reaction, what a comeback, and the momentum, obviously, is on the side of the Ecuadorian now.
Yeah, absolutely. And a lot of energy there used on Alvarado to try to get up there, but that's quite the statement, not being able to really find a way to come back up.
All right, let's go through the rules of the octagon. So we have 3 judges scoring the bout. A regular bout goes for 3 rounds of 5 minutes each. A championship bout goes for 5 for 5. 3 judges scoring the bout. The regular one, once again, 3 for 5. The championship bout, 5 for 5. The rules of the octagon brought to you by STEM Solutions. The winner of each round gets 10 points. The opponent gets 9 or less. This is all based on 4 main categories: effective striking, grappling, aggression, octagon control. What stood out to you after seeing these first 5 minutes of the fight?
Really, it was really interesting because both fighters had a really good opportunity in the round. Both had top position, both got, but Alvarado was able to get that takedown 2 times in this fight. He was able to get that very easily with just an easy leg tip, trip. Was able to get that down, get that fight on the ground. But not much was done, so not a lot of submissions attempts from either side.
Alrighty, let's do this. And once again, look at the aggressiveness from Franco Varesy Alvarado. Oh, what an uppercut there. Good counter from Gaibor. We got going quickly here in round number 2.
You can see his style now. He's going to throw some combinations here to keep this fight standing for Gaibor.
Another push kick there from Gaibor. And Alvarado ate one right down the middle. He's trying to get the clinch. He was hurt there for a couple of times. So he's looking perhaps for another trip like what we saw in round number 1.
Now Alvarado was able to get that takedown really easy, but just sweeping the leg and getting this fight down on the ground. But you can see Gaibor defending very well this time. Being able to stop it so far, at least. Nice, turn around, this is exactly what you want to do. Now push the fighter up against the cage. So now Gaibor here has the upper hand up against the cage.
Yeah, Gaibor obviously using the good wrestling that you learned at Entrum Gym in Tijuana. You know those guys, you've trained with those guys. So that's when Brandon Moreno came out of. Our matchmaker, Henry Villon's long history with them. What do you think what's the most important thing about that gym, or you think Gaibor could have learned when coming from Ecuador?
When you think of Tijuana, you think of boxing and you think of striking, but really that is a jiu-jitsu gym. And I think that's what really set them apart is the ground game that they teach there. You got Fer here, who is their jiu-jitsu instructor in the corner. Really, it's a really strong, perfectly placed jiu-jitsu. Now here's another takedown attempt there from
and now
Alvarado.
Talking about jiu-jitsu, now he gets a good opportunity here, accidentally, but he came on top here, Gaibor, as he was going down. He's once again inside the full guard of Alvarado.
Yeah, I think it's important to note here, both these fighters are just 18, 19 years old. So very, very young, and what a huge ask here to start the fight card here for these guys. Both guys coming out of finishing fights, and well, they're putting up a fantastic display of mixed martial arts.
Yeah, especially with Alvarado already seeing Lux action, Lux 41. He won his first fight as an 18-year-old. So once again, let's see what he can do here. Although Gaibor, once again, with a lot of lay and pray time here, just free time on the ground to try to recover himself. Throwing an overhand left right there. But yeah, neither fighter seems now very comfortable on the ground game. Oh, wow. And just as I said that, Alvarado with a big...
Oh, there it is. Nice. Armbar attempt there.
Upwards elbow there from Alvarado. Okay, so Daniel Amodar is going to let him work.
Yeah, absolutely. When you have fights like these, when fighters are working at something, they look like they're still attempting. They're not just sitting there, not trying to do anything. But I mean, if I was in Gaibor's corner, it's like, okay, all right, we can assess the submission attempts here for Alvarado. We can read him a mile away. Let's do some damage, some ground and pound. Let's get some elbows in and keep attacking. And Gaibor seems to be doing that. Alvarado is really, it's very interesting. He's on the bottom, but he's the one attempting submission, attempting the arm bars, trying to get up, and it's moving, but it looks like Gaibor is definitely very well prepared and understands each attack and is able to read them pretty well.
Yeah. So Gaibor, the kid from Guayaquil, Ecuador, now training in Tijuana with Entrum Gym, facing Franco Varesy Alvarado from Felinos MMA here in the nearby Apodaca, very close to San Pedro, where we are here in Monterrey.
Opportunity for him to sweep here. Let's see if he's able to get this.
Wow. The resistance there by Gaibor. And look at that left leg from Franco Varesy Alvarado trying to sit up, bridge to his right, but no, he just couldn't get it. Elbow right there once again from Alvarado. So that opportunity, that window might be gone.
I think so. Gaibor just needs to really cause damage here, and he's, it's unable to really, keeps getting canceled every time, and it's really just like, this it's not a lay and pray. I don't want to call it that because both these fighters are trying to get in and get some shots in, but there's an opportunity right here. For instance, open guard, good opportunity for Gaibor to be able to jump on over.
Okay, so not much to do from Franco Varesy, even though he's been asked by his corner to attack, to be aggressive. But Gaibor gets the best out of this second round, especially what we saw on the stand-up game. Alrighty, so let's get ready for round number 3. But in the meantime, we'll take a look at some of the highlights of round number 2, where the Ecuadorian fighter looked a little bit stronger there. But this is what happened there when Varesy was trying to get his opponent to the ground, and all of a sudden things sort of turned around.
Yeah, Varesy was able to get that takedown, and yeah, I mean, at that point, the Gaibor was able to stay really mostly inside the guard here and deliver some ground and pound. Not a lot of damage still on either fighters, really. I mean, it could be anybody's fight here. I mean, if somebody decides to keep this fight standing here in this third round, you know, it'll be a good way to try to finish this fight and find a way to do it. Because I have it 1-for-1 so far.
Sure.
I think Varesy won the first one. Gaibor here wins the second round. So it's anybody's fight here.
All right, so the kid with the famous name, Franco Varesy Alvarado, in the black trunks. He's from Monterrey, Mexico. Goes for the spinning back fist, and he just misses against the Ecuadorian in the white trunks, Sebastián Gaibor.
Now look at Alvarado turning away from the power left hand of Gaibor. Doing a really good job there. Eats an uppercut there.
Yeah, nice combo. He switches to southpaw and throws that left to the midsection. He was looking for the liver right there.
Nice head kick. Beautiful setup, too. Liked how he moved that.
Yeah, Gaibor swinging and missing now, trying to get his range. When we look at reach, Varesy's way, way longer. 6 versus 5'8" when you talk about reach in favor of Franco Varesy Alvarado. Oh, looking to take a boost forward. And now working the clinch is Gaibor, the kid from Entrum Gym. Some knees then being worked on by Alvarado. He's done good things trying to take the fight down with a couple of trips in the first and second round respectively. Knee to the midsection, another strong one from Alvarado. But Gaibor is in control here in the clinch with a one underhook.
Yeah, very interesting. Gaibor now has established himself kind of being the stronger fighter here. And now is holding Alvarado up against the fence. We'll see if he sets up a takedown here. A nice breakdown or break up there from Daniela Modar. Keep this fight standing. I think this is exactly what this fight needs, is keep this fight on on its feet.
Oh wow, look at Gaibor once again from the southpaw position, throwing another big left, trying to establish his jab there with the right. Ooh. Alvarado with the overhand, but he misses. Oh, big knee right there, looking for the kidney section.
Combinations there.
Big kick, well checked by Alvarado, who counters quickly as he was backpedaling through the 1-2 combo.
Oh, nice, beautiful knee.
Oh, flying knee! Gaibor is down and in trouble for the second time around.
That was the
Alvarado looking to finish here. Gaibor doesn't know what to do, desperately looking to shoot for a takedown. He's able to turn things around, maybe get him in a crucifix again, like in round number 1. Those elbows could be worked in there. Oh, but look at Gaibor. This kid is so resistant. Oh my God.
Wow, that fight looked like it was almost over. Gaibor looked like he was out, man. Again? But this time, man, that was a beautiful knee, man. Well placed there. Alvarado with that reach, with this high, it was able to get up there with that hop, man, and get that knee right up on his chin.
Okay, so now Gaibor, ironically so, like in the first round, Gaibor looking to finish on top after Alvarado had him rocked and stunned. Almost done here. Let's see how things play out, because Alvarado will have the pressure. Despite the punishment that he applied on his opponent, he'll have the pressure to get up. I don't think he wants to leave it for the judges.
Yeah, absolutely. I think at this point right now, you gotta go hard. But that has been the most significant moment of the fight so far. Gaibor was out on his feet. It's a miracle he's on top right now. I mean, it just shows just how tough he is.
Miracle survivor in rounds 1 and 3.
Jeez.
But like Elton John would say, I'm still standing.
I think that just shows a little bit of the experience here for Alvarado. You know, both kids, you know, both 18-year-old, you know, and Alvarado here could have finished that fight if he hadn't just rushed in and just kind of was a little bit more patient when he had Gaibor stunned there. And could have maybe finished this fight on the feet.
50 seconds left here. Gaibor throwing hands down. Alvarado, who's shown some upward elbows, is trying to do some damage. There he goes, throwing the hammer fists up. Punches raining down from Gaibor's side, the kid from Ecuador, trying to leave a mark here in his Lux debut, right in front of Lux's president.
There it is.
Very own Joe
Beautiful
Mendoza.
sweep.
Wow.
Oh, he's got underneath the chin here.
Going for the Mata Leon, the rear naked choke. Well protected here by Gaibor with his right hand.
Oh, and he's got the figure forward locked in.
Body triangle there, last few moments.
This could be it.
Bodies are slippery, not as easy as it would be in round number 1.
Definitely. Now with just so little time left on this third round.
Alrighty.
But
What a round once again. So, do you want to be a judge here tonight?
Yeah, I mean.
Okay, round number 3 goes to Alvarado.
Alvarado takes this fight. That impact, almost finishing the fight. The easy takedowns in the first round. And then third round, of course, here, almost finishing with another submission with the rear naked choke towards the end. I think Alvarado takes this fight, but man.
Wow.
Almost lost. This fight almost left. It almost ran from him.
Yeah, I gotta give it up to Gaibor. What resistance. The endurance was incredible. I mean, many of the elbows or flying knees, respectively, that he received right on the face could have knocked any other fighter, no doubt about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at that. I mean, this is the part where, you know, he's going to look back and look at the tape and be like, why did I rush in? I should just let him back up. Look at that beautiful knee. Just is so well placed. Jumping knee. Very well placed, man. That's going to be in his highlights there for a little while, for
Definitely.
sure.
Our highlights for you. I'm going to remember that.
Yeah.
The way he was able to resist was incredible. Obviously, lots of credit to Franco Varesy Alvarado. Felipe de Maria has the official decision from the judges. So, Felipe, take it away.
Señoras y señores, después de 3 asaltos nos vamos a las tarjetas de los jueces. Ladies and gentlemen, we have gone the distance, and after 3 rounds, we go to the scorecards for a decision. The judges declared this fight a unanimous decision for Franco Varesy.